All right. I think we are live. Let me just double check here. I didn't get notification from YouTube yet. Let me just double check, make sure I have the settings right here. I think I do have it set to public here. Let me just make sure. Excuse me. You just never know. Let me double check. I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure everyone's seeing this live. Yeah, it is set to public here. Let me just make sure here. Sometimes I don't get the notifications. So we're assuming here. Yep. Okay. I see someone is watching. So it must be live. All right. Perfect. So thank you guys. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I come on to complete all the readings from this morning's session. So you'll see there's no chat. I'm not taking any new requests in this session, just finishing up all the ones from earlier today. Um, what else? What else? What else? Um, I will be back next Friday for free readings at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you're interested in becoming one of my YouTube channel members, we're not meeting Wednesday because of Christmas, but Thursday night we have an all member session. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday after those sessions, I also have an hour with my Praying Mantis members. So if you're interested, there's a little link down below with all that information. And then if you're looking for a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. If you want to dive deeper, there's a link down there for that too. Yada yada, blah blah blah. I'm trying something different. Normally, I will put it when I finish this session. I will post a pinned comment listing the order in which the readings were completed then, but I have it all out according to the chat from this morning's session, how I'm going to go about doing this. And I put it in the description box of the video. So I'm trying something new. So if you want to kind of see where you're at, you can just look at there as we're going to go. We're going to go in that order in this session. Hopefully, I keep true to the list. Um, Melissa Hodzik, hey, I got yours in the discussion box video. You're like listed first because as you said that you had asked that question before, you couldn't find it. Because I do the readings, I know exactly where to find it. I kind of know the order I go in. I actually clicked on my video and go, I think it's around here, and I found your video, your reading like in 2 seconds. It was like spirit guided me. So there's the link in the description box of the video, and with the timestamp, I also commented on the video itself, that video from yesterday morning, and it has your timestamp. So if you jump to the video, you can click there too, and there's your answer. So you don't have to wait. You can just jump to it right away. All right. So that is the skinny. So I will start off with my 4 YouTube channel members. Part of their um, membership is that they get prioritization, and so for their free readings. And so I'll do those 4 first, and then we'll jump into the free readings after that. So thank you guys again for your patience and waiting for your readings. I'm so excited to be able to make sure you guys get messages from Spirit today. All right. So let's come back to this moment right now. And if you want to take a big deep breath and just think of something that you're grateful for in this moment, and exhale when you're ready. Helps raise our love vibration. All right. So up first, we do have Happy Pill. So Happy Pill, you would like ancestral messages for you. All right. So free readings are just 1 to 2 cards for everyone. So they go a little faster than donations do. So just be aware of that. So here are your messages from your ancestors. All right. They're giving you like a little message of hope here in that, whatever drama this 5 of Wands has been doing, if you've been feeling like you've been having this big firestorm around you of drama and activity and energy, just know that it's going to open up. It's at the end of it, it's like it's opening a portal in a way to new opportunity opening up in the outside world. And part of this, whatever this drama is that's happening around you, kind of feel like you're in the eye of the storm. And part of what you glean and learn through this is that, you know, you learn about your worth and relationship to the outside world in a different way through this. But it's you don't have to go solve anyone else's problems. This drama, you can watch it from the audience, grab your popcorn, your favorite little candy snack, and just watch the drama. Don't feel like you have to solve it, and in doing that, you're kinda standing on your own going, I can only control my own emotions, my own choices. I can only control my individual relationships with individuals, but I'm not responsible for their interactions and their, um relationships. That's their business. They figure that out. If they ask you, "What can I do?" You can go like, "Well, if you want some advice, I you could do this or that or with that," but don't put any attachment to outcomes or that they're going to listen to your advice because usually people don't anyway. They're going to do what they want to do unless you're like telling them what they wanted to do anyway. Then they're like, "Oh, great advice. I'll do that." Right. So I like this. Your ancestors going, "Don't worry. You don't have to solve everyone else's problems. Allow yourself to focus and sweep in front of your own door and just be cognizant of your individual relationships, but not everyone else's. None ya business, right?" All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Moonlight, thank you for your donations earlier. Appreciate those. And Happy Pill, thank you for yours too, if you're still listening. um, so Moonlight, you wanted to just something nice incoming for you in January. Let's take a look here. So this is for your free reading. What does Spirit want you to know about what's nice about incoming for you in the month of January? Okay, I do want this one here. Okay. All right. Well, you do have here the Hanged Man, is really it's based on Odin hanging up from the tree of knowledge, tree of life, and uh, doing that and sacrificing an eye and doing different things. But they were there to learn higher knowledge, seeing things from a different perspective. And that, along with this innocence of wands, the Page of Wands, is talking all about this new knowledge, this kind of download from the universe during the month of January, where you're just getting some great spiritual knowledge and awareness around life. And it's like you've done so much in your life already. So it's not like you have to do something in order to get this. It's just a gift that comes to you in the month of January. When you're ready and open for it, if you just take some time just to take a big deep breath and step back and go, all right, I'm ready for my download, and just open up and you just it's just going to be there and you're just going to know some information, know some guidance, and it's a gift. So I love that for you. They're like you it's a bonus. You've done so much in your inner work that this is just extra above and beyond. Not even have to do anything for it, except just be ready for it, hit the download button, go, I'm ready, and here it comes. So I love that for you, and that's it. That's something great, and it's just waiting for you. It will be available for download on January 1st, throughout the month of January. So whenever you're ready, you can do that. All right, that's what they have for you, Moonlight. So many blessings to you. That's funny. All right. And like I said, many blessings. So, Infinity, you're up next. Hello, hello. I'm sorry if I noticed this, I would have given it to you live in our praying mantis session. But at least you have this for a secondary little gift. So, you'd like a card or two for the overall energy this coming week. All right, absolutely. And happy holidays and many blessings to you too. So, overall energy for this coming week. What you want Infinity to know? Okay, what else? Okay. All right. Movement, movement, a lot of energy movement here. You got the movement of cups, Knight of Cups, movement of wands, Knight of Wands. So, movement of energy, movement of emotion, just activity, activity, activity that's opening up here for you. The both of these are quests, and I do love these for you. What's interesting is, so I put out 2025 energy updates, right, for each of the individual zodiac signs. And they all involve next year, it's the quest for the five elements. But I feel like the wands, the fire, and the water are important for you. So, and I don't know, are you an Aquarius? I don't know. I can't remember. I think you are an Aquarius sun, right? But whatever your out of your top three, right? Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. If you have a fire sign in that and a water sign in that, I really feel like they want you to go check out the 2025 forecast for each of those and let those be around those areas of your life, right? Your rising sign is more of how you see the lens through which you see the world. And of course, your moon is your emotions, how you choose to express emotions, how emotions are expressed to you. Also, mother, mother energy, your mother energy, your relationship with mother energy. And I feel like that's an important thing here for the general for next week. It's like it's all preparation for 2025. And next week kind of feels like it feels not hollow, but it's like it is like a chalice. It is like a bowl. And it's uh it's a gathering time next week of gathering ideas and energies of what you want to bring forth in 2025. And I feel like I don't it just that's what spirit's coming through here. If you don't have your top three, those three ones, or like a fire element or a water element, look in your birth chart and see what stands out with fire and water, because I feel like those areas of your life, they want you to kind of look at those readings because you can apply those to each of those. It's like I have a Pisces moon, so I could look at my Pisces next year and see all about the moon. I actually have a stellium, so I could look at all those planets together and go, wow, okay, and then etc. You get what I'm saying. So I like that for you, and that is what they have for you, Infinity. So many blessings to you. And then the last of my YouTube channel members is Kelly. Kelly, you got in there at the last moment, throwing in your little your little note. Hey, here's one more. Wait. All right. So I'm glad you got in the nick of time. So you'd like a reading on this group that you like. What does next year look like, and will you like their content? Okay, so let's take a look here. What do they want you to know about this group here? All right. So sorry. All right. So you have the Four of Swords, peace of mind, mental stability, mental rest as well, and the Naked Heart, which is unique to this deck, which is all about following your passions, following your dreams, and it's like there's a group that's after your own heart, not for a sacrifice, even though it looks like with these blades and this the heart. It's not a human sacrifice, don't worry. But it does. It feels like it aligns with your heart and it brings you peace of mind, and you're letting expectations go and you're enjoying it for what it is. And I do feel like you're the with the naked heart here, this is this energy of it makes your heart sing, it makes your heart dance, so it really aligns with your heart with these. So I like this group. It feels very supportive, but the biggest thing is not to have a bunch of expectations around it, because then we're focusing on what it's not being. Really let your mind rest and enjoy what unfolds. Let your heart lead the way into this group, and then you can focus on the gratitude for what you're loving about it, and then it expands, of course, right? but it feels very positive. So definitely a thumbs up from Spirit regarding this group. All right. And that's what they have for you, Kelly. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we'll begin into the free readings for the non YouTube members, YouTube channel members. So, of course, I'm so grateful that all of you are subscribers. You definitely help support my channel, and you being here is why I'm here. And so, thank you for being here. I don't want to, ever like make you feel like you're less because you're not a member. They just go deeper and they are extra supportive financially, and so just just know that I adore every one of you. You're all my favorites. All right. So, Almighty Great Courts, you're up first. So, anything the guides want you to know this Christmas? All right. What would they like you to know about this Christmas? All right. Choices, choices, choices. For this Christmas, it could be a totally different Christmas. With Lover's card is power of emotional choice, Two of Swords is power of story. And what's great about this is that every moment is always perfect. Every Christmas is always perfect on the outside. And then once it gets in here, whatever story we choose to put to things is the story we believe. Whatever emotion we choose to have around things is what we experience. So you can have a different type of Christmas this year by questioning the story. There's no wrong story, there's no wrong choice. There's no wrong emotion. It's just different choices with different experiences. And you can kind of experiment and play with it this Christmas and just kind of go, instead of having an expectation or focusing on this and anything lower, I'm going to choose joy. Joy to the world. Noel, Noel. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Focus on higher vibration and apply that story to everything and see how that changes the experience. But you have an opportunity to really experiment with the power of choice and what you're using there. So I like that for you. That's what they have for you, Great Court. So many blessings to you. And then Carmel Damon, hello, hello. So why is DL thinking of you? Will he contact you before the end of this year? All right, let's take a look here. So why are they thinking of you? Okay. And then will they? No, that's the way. What and will they? Okay. Okay. So why are they thinking of you? Nine of Cups. Dreams come true. They're thinking that there's all these cups that can fulfill them in their life, and you're one of these cups, and they're feeling like maybe you're one that part of all this dream come true that can make me feel this way. And so they're having these thoughts of going, are you part of the dream? And so they're thinking about you in doing that. Will they contact you before the end of the year? I really don't feel like it's going to be by the end of the year. The Six of Swords is a lot of leaving behind old ways of thinking, moving to new ways of thinking. And it's all up in here, though. They're doing a lot of this thinking that they like to do. And then once they've overthought enough, then they take action. So I don't feel like they're going to contact you before the end of the year. It'd be more within the first couple weeks of January if they do. But again, this is all thinking and all in their head of processing and everything. So if they decide that, yeah, you are part of this dream, then they'll contact you. But and it's like, no, with the 9 of Cups, the wish come true card. One of the big things is we realize that all the stuff that we think is going to make our dreams come true doesn't. The only thing that makes our dream come true is turning inward and upward and finding that unconditional love that we have in our hearts, right? That's what we're hungry for. That's our dream. Then we fill up and everything else unfolds. It's above and beyond extra and it flows out to the world. But it starts in here. So just be aware that if he decides, yeah, you're my dream come true, that's big shoes to fill and you can't do it. And it's not up to you to even try. Um, because they need to find that in here. So Just be aware of that as it all unfolds. Okay. All right. So many blessings to you, Carmel. And then Nelia Maderos. Hello, hello again. Thank you so much for your donations earlier. And any new messages from your guardian angels? All right. Let's take a look here. What else do your guardian angels want you to know here? Okay. I think you have two sets of cards here. So these two come together and these two come together. All right. I'm so sorry. I ate, now I'm phlegmy, and I'm so sorry. So you've got here's that hangman coming in about seeing things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. Your guardian angels are the Six of Wands is like a joy, a celebration, a recognition for all the work that you've done in your inner work, trying to see things from a different perspective and transforming. And so they're basically saying that, you've done so much, you've graduated into so many different levels. This Nine of Wands is you're moving beyond this to a new level. And the Heart of Wands is allowing you, with your connection to spirit, with this Heart of Wands, who has a very strong connection with spirit, to be able to step forward with that Ace of Wands and your energy, and to be able to do some new things in your life with this kind of upgrades and downloads and expansions of your spiritual energy. And because you have done that and you have put in that work and you have put in that effort and energy, they're like, um, don't doubt yourself. You're able to do this. You're able to move forward on this. Be open minded. Allow yourself to do things differently than you've been taught that they're supposed to be, right? And that happens in spirituality, right? Sometimes we will learning energy work, and they're like, well, in order for it to work, you have to do A, B, C, and D, and don't do it out of order. And if you don't do them all, it doesn't work. It's limiting, right? It's like allowing yourself to move energy and do things where people were like, oh, no, 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 even like tarot. I know when I first started doing tarot, you hear all sorts of stuff, and everyone has different beliefs and everyone has their own, and that's totally fine. I never diss anyone's rituals, but if you believe that you have to sage your cards before you can use them again, and you run out of sage, you limit yourself not being able to use your cards again, and you can go beyond and go, I'm going to become the sage. I'm giving it my energy. I'm cleansing it. You're like, wow, that works, right? And so that's what they're saying. You can step beyond those limitations and see where it takes you. So I like that for you. Right. And that's what they have for you, Nelia. So many blessings to you. And then Patricia, hello, hello. I'm glad you love that. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs is from Josh Groban, the I Believe from that Choo Choo Train children's Christmas movie. I can't think of the name, but you know what you knew what it was. So I'm so glad that that was nice. All right, and then you want to know, can spirit answer why? Why, oh, why do you keep seeing the same two cars of people you used to know? Are they thinking of you? Or are they old cords that need to be ixnayed out? All right, let's take a look here and see. Car number one. Whoa, and car number two. It is card number two, but it's for car number two. All right. So I saw a glow in the background. I want to make sure a candle wasn't on fire. So, the first one, the first car that you think of for that person, the Heart of Cups, this is the Queen of Cups, very psychic energy, very um, emotional connection. So, with one of them, it is about this like thinking of you. It's this connection that they have, and it can be like they're thinking of you, and your radar's picking up that there's this energy that's been activated between the two of you. So that is for number one with that Heart of Cups. I feel it's that. Number two, though, whatever the number two vehicle is that comes to your mind, that is the peace of mind, cutting the cords with that, with all these knives. Cut, 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 and then cut. Not literally, figuratively. So anything you can do with that of any kind of candle work, anything that you can do where you separate and release those on the second one. So one is this deep underlying energy that you're picking up on them, and that is them thinking about you, or um, they could be going through something that your guides are igniting you to send them unconditional love energy. Just not like you have to contact them or get involved, but it's like if you ever wake up in the middle of the night and someone's on your mind, and it's like the guardian angels waking up to say a prayer for someone. This is the kind of energy I'm feeling, like you're being activated because you could help them. And there's this emotional tie where you could send it through to them. And the other is, excuse me. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. So many blessings. Happy holidays to you. All right. And then Day Sturgis, you're up after that, and you like a general reading. Let's see. What does Spirit have for you? All right. What else? All right. Look at all these two twos. So choice, 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 and the time is up. The timer has gone off. It's bing, time to make a choice. And you've kind of been standing at a crossroads here with the Two of Swords. Your mind wanting you to go one way, your heart wanting you to go another. And you kind of been in this time of indecision and going, "Oh, I don't know if I want this or this or this or this." But you know what you know the decision that you want to make, and it's what your heart wants to make. And but the fear of making the wrong choice and regretting it is what's keeping you from making it. But you know what you want to do, so just do it. Nothing's ever forever anyway. Um, and there's no wrong choice, just different experiences. And always know that what is truly meant for you will never pass you by. So if you don't go on to something, you'll have another opportunity to jump onto the bus. If you miss the bus the first time, if you decide not to jump onto something, or if you jump onto something, you're like, this isn't the bus I want. Great thing is there's plenty of bus stops you can get off of at the next and get on a different bus. So they're just wanting you to know don't let the fear of making a wrong choice and that any choice is forever, that it's like, no, what is meant for you won't pass you by. Go ahead. You know what you want to do with your heart. Follow that and you'll be fine. So I like that for you, Day Sturgis. So many blessings to you. All right. Continuing down the list here, we have Hannah Hamilton, and a general reading. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want for you right now? I don't know. I'm turning into Count Dracula from Sesame Street. One tiki But needless to say, here we come. Four of Cups. Emotional stability and Wheel of Fortune coming in here. And I feel like they're telling you here, Hannah, is that um, whatever is happening, whatever is going on, just know that, you're going to if you don't feel like you've recovered from something, you will. With this Four of Cups, it brings in emotional stability. Four, very solid number, like a huge table with four huge legs. Very solid foundation. And the Wheel of Fortune is this message of that it's the tune of for you, the four tune, that what unfolds in your life and turns in your life is for you. It always is. And as it does, it's a very um, something that our human will even catch on very quickly, that, oh, I see how this is for me. And you can really grasp that and just know that and sit in and that helps bring the emotional stability that this isn't happening to me, it is happening for me. Um, so I like this. What's the message of hope that you'll be fine. You're gonna get through this. And your human side is even gonna be happy about it once you get to the other side and they go, "Ah, I get it." And I understand why I needed to go through that, and why that person needed to leave my life, and why this situation needed to change, and why that had to go out and this was allowed to come in. I get it all now because, that's what happens. So that is what they have for you right now, Hannah. So many blessings to you. And then Ashvin Ray, you're up next. So sorry. So, shall you leave your job because your bosses are becoming very toxic? So we'll take a look here. With spirit, there are no shoulds. There are just different choices with different experiences. No wrong choice, right? You get to choose what you want, and it just brings different experiences, right? If you stay, if you go, and you'll get to see the energies on either side here. The whole thing is, if I leave a situation because I feel someone's toxic, people aren't toxic, situations aren't toxic. I know they seem like they are, but this is what, and I learned this, it was like, "Are you sure?" I could swear there's toxic people and situations out there. They're like, "No, there are just things just are," but when they get in here and we apply a toxic story to someone or a situation, then we perceive it as toxic, but toxicity happens in here, not out there. And so if I run from a toxic situation, I'm just going to find more toxic situations, because if I'm wearing glasses and there's spots all over them, I'm going to see spots wherever I go till I clean off my glasses, and then, oh, look, I can see clearly. Right. So if you stay, there'll be a lot of hidden and unknown things that'll come forward here with the moon card. Saying it's like a full moon. There will be werewolves with the moon cycles, but there will be cycles and changes that you'll see. And if you go, you will have peace of mind with the Four of Swords for a while until the full moon comes back around. And then wherever you go, werewolves will appear there too. But it starts with questioning our beliefs. That Four of Swords is question those three swords on the wall. The fourth sword that they're asleep on is seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing through what we think is happening and understand why I'm triggering. My feelings are flags that something can be looked inside of me, and where things trigger and fear ignites. Once I get to the root of those fears and I go, what am I fearing? Whenever I have these feelings fly up, even now, I mean, I'm human. Even with as much wisdom as I've heard come through all these readings to all the you wonderful people, I learn a lot, but I still have emotions that pop up. And I'm like, all right, what am I trying to control? What am I trying to fix? What am I fearing? And then what are my expectations? And all of those things are rooted in fear. And as long as I look at them and I go, oh, I get it now. I fear that what they're doing means something about me, and that they're impacting my future, and I fear that I'm not gonna have enough. I fear that they're gonna fire me. I fear that they're gonna give me a bad name. I fear. When we look at those, when we get to the root of them, we take away the power of those fears. And then I don't see them as toxic. I just see as these are people acting in fear, and I don't need to act in fear anymore. In fact, I can maybe change my world, and that changes their world where they're less fearful. And we face those fears that we have, and then we transform them. And then we don't have to ever, they won't follow us like an evil monkey from place to place to place, because the monkey's on our shoulder, right? So we can transform that evil monkey into a nice little monkey, you know, that's not so toxic, right? All right. So hopefully that helps, Ashvin. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Maria P, you're up next for your free reading. Thank you for your donation earlier. Let me just grab some of these other questions, move them over here. All right. So, Maria. So, I'm just going to take a quick sip. I'm going to take a sip of my blue juice. Maybe that'll help with my frog in my throat. All right. So, my dear Maria, what are W's thoughts when he confesses he loves you and he gets jealous? Or does he get jealous? That might be what your question is. We'll see here. So, what are his thoughts? And is there jealousy? All right. Well, his thoughts when he confesses love, 8 of Wands, there's a lot of passion. A lot of passion, 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 passion. 8 times. Passion, 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 passion. So there's a lot of physical and energetic attraction. And you guys can't deny that, and he doesn't deny it. And so when he confesses that he loves you, he means it. He really is. There's a strong draw that's between you, but there's a lot of passion there too. Um, is he jealous? I don't know. Being the Sky Father, the Emperor, I don't really feel like they have this jealousy. Aries energy, ruler of all the kings, they don't. They have such inner power and inner strength. I just don't see them as someone that gets jealous. Um, they might just be like, all right, so that's the competition. I'm going to take them out, because they're the emperor. Kings are below them. If it's a king, they're like, they can't meet up to me. If you want to settle for a king, go ahead. But if you want a ruler of kings, here I am, baby. So I don't feel like they have that insecurity at all. Very higher vibrational Aries confidence energy that comes in with that card. So I don't feel like they get jealous at all. So, but that's what's coming in for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. Hang in there, my dear. And then Magana, you are up next. And you're kind of getting the vibe that RK from your friend group has been feeling a little something for you. Does he have feelings for you? Oh, let's take a look here. So, does the RK have the okay? I just feel very silly. Maybe it's the holidays. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Yeah, slow mover with the 7 of Pentacles, they are. But this Heart of Swords does tell me they do kind of feel like you're pretty awesome. Heart of Swords is one of my cards that it's the balance between head and heart, which represents like, oh my God, I feel like you're like so compatible for me. Like we get along. We have so much in common. They feel like you guys would fit like a glove in a lot of ways, and so they do. They're just kind of like thinking you're the shizit. They're like, wow, they got it all. And so they feel like you would be. So I do feel like they have that there little bit, and it's more than a crush. It's like an intelligent observation of who you are, and they're just like, wow. So I like that. Wah wah wah, Magana. Now, do you feel the same, or you're like, "Oh, no. Now I gotta do something to throw myself off of that pedestal they have me on." I'm just kidding. You like them too. Okay. But that's what they have for you, Magana. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Shanji, you're up. Hello, hello. Guidance for the week. Let's take a look here. See what we got going on here. Guidance for the week. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. So I tell you, what's happening? What was in this juice? All right. Wow. So I feel like here this week, regarding your dream and what you feel like your dream come true is the 3 of Wands is with some new information. You alter course a bit. You take a little off ramp and kind of go in a direction differently than you thought you would normally go and normally head. So there's something that happens that kind of draws you in a different direction. It's not so much that something falls apart where you're like, oh well, construction. I guess I better take this detour. No, it's like, hmm, wow, look at that over there. I think I'm gonna go check that out. And then you go check that out. So it's something that you learn of this week that kind of takes you off into an exciting new passionate adventure of something that you want to explore, something that really intriguing and inspiring for you. So, woo la la, what is this, Shanji? But I like it. It's just some great a great aha, a spotlight gets shown on something that just draws your attention to it. So don't be afraid to, alter course and go check out some new things because I feel like it's very helpful and beneficial for you. So I like it. All right. And that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Devin, hello, hello. And so you changed your question. Absolutely. I caught it. I caught it. Good, good, good. Spirit, help me see it. So, what gifts do you have that you can draw in more income? All right, let's take a look here. So, what guidance does Spirit want to give you on what of your gifts can draw you some additional income? Income. Wow, you got movement, movement. So I like this information. I mean, I like this that you have two different areas, both of mind and heart. But both of these are moving, both of these are quests, both of these are um inspiration, both of these are kind of motivational in a way. So I don't um have you ever thought of being like a life coach of some sort? Because what I'm feeling well with this, because that doesn't take as much schooling. I mean, if truly this is about educating and helping people on how to move themselves emotionally, could even be emotional healing and emotional transformation. Um, but they're because I mean, ultimately, you have a natural ability to speak, communicate with people. I'm having trouble doing right now. Blah blah blah. Um, because I'm just jumbled. I got all this stuff. So organize it, bullet point it for me, because it's like you have such a great ability to be able to communicate clearly with people, and you can alter your communication style to people. You're just able to do that. You have a natural talent with communication. Maybe you are an air sign. That's part of the gifts that come with an air sign. Um, but you also have the ability to teach people and reach people and present things in a way where they get it and where they can apply it. And so teaching, counselor, psychologist, like you said, life coach helps people. But the big thing is that you help people move emotions. And so that can be, it's something that maybe that's something that you've always wanted to do, and you've just kind of like too much schooling, too much this, too much that, but really look and see what is it? How would you want to allow that to happen, right? And then just if you don't want to go to like years of school, look at certifications, look at your city, your state, your country. What are their requirements for do coaching and different things, and just see if that resonates. But I feel like you have a natural ability for that and a natural ability to help people energetically move emotion. But how you present it and how you teach and how you guide people is very powerful. So I like that for you. All right. So that's what they have right now here for you, Devin. So many blessings to you. There's more. That's the first one they want you to focus on, or to bring focus to is a better way to say that. All right. So many, many blessings to you. Let me bring some more of these over here. Thank you guys again for all your patience in getting to your readings. I am eternally grateful. All right, let's see. I think I can get them all almost all over here. Okay. So, faith and love, you're up next. What is coming towards you with your relationship with C by the end of the year? So, in the next 8 days, what is coming to fruition here with your relationship with C? All right. So we've got this temperance here, this balance, this patience. It's like things are unfolding. Um, and so I don't feel like there's any huge, significant change that happens by the end of this year. But with whatever unfolds, there's a lot of joy and celebration, even gatherings and communities. So I feel like, there's definitely some get-togethers. Obviously, we got all the holidays and New Year's and all this kind of celebrations. So I feel like there's this um, need to make sure we balance between all the outgoingness and all the stuff we're attending. Make sure you're still taking time, like for date night or just between you and me. We're doing everything with anyone else. Let's go have some you and me time. Let's make sure that happens. But a lot of joy, a lot of celebration, and by the end of the year, I feel like once you get through this end of this year, then it's like the alchemy of the temperance card is, things going back and forth, molding of things, that's what alchemy is all about, is this transformation and this unfolding of things. And that's what I feel is over these 8 days, busy, busy, busy. It feels like maybe party, party, get together, party, get together, get together. And you're like, I just am gonna be so happy when this season's over. Then you guys can really focus in on, more moving forward, uh, together because 'cause you're gonna be focusing more attention on each other than so many people in the outside world, if that makes sense. So that's what's coming in, faith and love. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Teresa Horton. Hello, hello. The Zen voice. Dun dun dun. You're so funny. All right. I did notice you had two questions. Normally, it's one free question per session. Um, just so that everyone has an opportunity to get through before all my energy goes out. But it's Christmas. So you get two, and I'm gonna do them. So Merry Christmas. So the first one you asked had to do with, you want to know about your dada, who's a Capricorn, and he is a Scorpio. Dun dun dun. Will they get married, and will he get a job that he keeps? Well, Capricorn. Oh, he's a Scorpio. She's a Capricorn. She's the workhorse. Scorpio's all about the passion and doing things they love and get. I imagine they get bored of things very quick because they need to find something that's in alignment with their heart here. But okay, let's see. Based on current energies, will they get married? And will he get a job that he stays with? Uh-oh. No cards coming through. Maybe I should look at the first one here. One did come out. If the first one's no, maybe it's because they're out of the picture. But oh my gosh. So out of all the cards that you could get, when you get the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, I think that's a yes there, Teresa. So they will get married. And yeah, and like I was saying here, the Earth Mother here, will he get a job? I think it's going to be a stay-at-home mom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking it serious. You guys are just funny. But this is about creativity and mother nature, mother nurture, nurturing themselves and doing something that they love. So they will get a job that they keep, but it's gonna be something that they have to be passionate about. So, you know, understand that, with Scorpios, they're the deep divers, they're the mysterious ones, they're the transformers. They do transform and transform and transform. Theirs is the energy of rebirth. And so it's not so much about that they need to keep a job. Now, I feel like your concern probably is that they have gaps, large gaps in between jobs. But if they move from job to job and they have steady income and they're growing, they're learning, they're transforming, that's their nature. It's like asking a phoenix not to turn into fire so it has a rebirth. It becomes old and sickly, like in Harry Potter, where suddenly he burst into flames and you know, his wizard owner said, I was wondering when that was going to happen because he was getting kind of sickly looking. So you don't want to squash a Scorpio. You want to celebrate their renewals, and they will eventually find something where they evolve into this is it, and then they will stay with something for a while. But so that's for that one there. So many blessings for that one. And then your other one. So the question for you is back in 1990, back in the olden days. Oh, your daughter's father died when she was 6 weeks old. Wow, that was must have been rough. Um, and she's 34 now, and Social Security didn't pay you the money they owe you from 1990 to 2008. When will they send it? You're 63 now. Wow. So yeah, definitely. You're like, I need my back pay of Social Security. Uh, hello. So let's take a look here and see what they say here for that here. All right. Yeah. I see here how the hanged man is the time it's been taking, and seven of wands is like, you know, the need to defend yourself and the need to prove yourself. But I see here with the full card, which is the first card in the major of Arcana, I actually feel like in January there's going to be some movement on that there for you. It just feels like it's a whole new journey, a whole new adventure opens up, and that the time of waiting is over. So I really feel like January is going to be some significant movement that happens. Could be with changes in administration. They're like, hurry up, pay this off before we go. but but I do feel like there's a movement in early January. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. So all right. So thank you so much, Teresa. Many blessings to you. Good to see you. All right. And then Victoria, you are up. So Victoria Huber Ramirez. When your turn comes, anything that we can tell you in regards to love. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about love, love, love. All right. Well, you do have some new opportunities that are going to be coming here regarding love. What's happening before that, though? We've got this the Hierophant, the sage here. It's your higher self showing you and teaching you some things, having you look at things from a higher perspective. And what this means is before these opportunities open up, it kind of feels like things have been going kind of slow, right? And it's like when we have a slow period in love, what that's doing is it's slowing down, drawing in lower vibrational things. Because if we continue to do what we've always done, we get what we always have gotten. And we're like, I don't want that anymore, right? And our soul is like, we know we don't want that anymore. So it slows down things. One, it keeps things from coming in quickly, of lower vibration we don't want, but it gives us time to look and question our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets that no longer serve us regarding love. Small t, truths rooted in fear, thoughts that are limiting and squelching. And it sounds like, this person is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be that. And then the relationship, this is how it's supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must. And this is how I'm supposed to be, should be. A lot of rules, a lot of energy, a lot of sucking the life out of a relationship, right? So this is what's changing. This is what's being removed. This is what's being transformed. So, gives you time to question those beliefs, question your emotions, question your and clear out energy and declutter your physical world. So it's basically you're just looking at whatever in all areas of your life no longer serves you, and you're chunking things out, going, nope, nope, no more, no more, no more. I'm making room and space for love to come in. And that's what creating that space, both mental space, emotional, energetic, and physical space, allows things to come in. That's where that new opportunity for love comes in. So that's what they have for you right now, Victoria. Hopefully it helps a little bit. But yay, we're getting there, right? All right. So many blessings to you, my dear. All right. Continuing moving down the list. Let me just move these closer, closer, closer. Hang in there, everybody. We're getting closer to the end here, so we'll get to you. So Latoya Bryant, hello. What is Alton the Libra current feeling towards you? All right, let's see what's going on inside of this. Whoa, Libra's heart, because we're looking at feelings, right? What's going on inside this Libra's heart? All right. Well, they do have the Seven of Cups, which is a lot of emotional confusion, a lot of emotional fog. So they're feeling a lot of things, but they're trying to gain clarity as Libras do through the mind. Page of Swords, looking at clarity around what they're feeling, what they're wanting, trying to balance out as Libras do their emotions with their mind and trying to figure it out and going, okay, what are all these emotions? What do they mean? What do I want? What do I want to keep? What do I want to, let go of? So they have a lot of emotion, a lot of different things. A lot of it has to do with you. When we look at thoughts and emotions that people have for us, so much of it is influenced by their own filters and their own way they look at things in the world, right? And so you do have this, um, they're working on transforming and weeding through the emotions, putting them in their little categories as they do. And so you'll start to see response and clarity around expressing of those emotions because that's what this Libra does specifically. Once they get everything categorized, then they're like, okay, it's like, these are what I'm giving away. These are not the emotions I'm keeping. These are the emotions I am. So I'm going to start acting on these. So that's what just needs to happen first. And so they're in that process, but a lot of different emotions. Some of it's out of fear of the past and stuff. Those are the ones they're going to chunk that have nothing to do with you, has to do with past relationships and past stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that they're chunking. But they're sifting through going, what is of between me and you, and what is from past and emotional monsters that I'm going to slay and get rid of. So I like that for you. And that's what they have for you, Latoya. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Malhotra. Hello, hello. So you don't know if I remember Arnov or not, your crush from last year. He asked you out today. Oh, wow. What are his feelings for you? Wow. Let's take a look here. Congratulations. Now, yeah, how they say never meet your heroes. Sometimes they say never meet your crush because you're like, oh, how like someone passes you by in a car while you're driving and you're like, oh my gosh, I think they're so hot. And then there they are at the stoplight. I'm gonna pull up next to them and you try to slyly look over and you're like, oh, oh, it wasn't what I saw in here. Not to burst your bubble. Just be aware. Just be aware, right? They are human. So what are their feelings for you right now? Yeah. So I do feel like there's mutual attraction with the Six of Wands. So we like that. That's energetic and physical attraction. And they do see you as the high priestess, someone that's very mysterious, very deep. And they sense that there's so much more to you than meets the eye. And boy, are they right. In beautiful ways, of course, Kritika. But there's this depth. And they sense it. There's something more about you that just it's magical. And that's why there's this draw between the two of you with this Six of Wands. So and I just feel like it is a mystery. You're a mystery that they want to know more about. So they're intrigued and they want to know more about who you are. I don't feel like they're, gushy gushy. I in love with you. I mean, you're going to go out and they want to understand who you are and discover more about who you are, but they definitely have that attraction that's there. So that's good. So one step at a time. Right. That's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Xanadu. I love that. That was a great movie, if that's what you're referring to. So you want to know what's coming in for love. See, it was Olivia Newton-John in Xanadu, right? And I don't know who else was in that one. She's standing out to me. May she rest in peace. I think she's on the other side in Xanadu. All right. So, there's just a little bit of prerequisites that spirit is nudging you. Your spirit team has been working on you with to move past and to prepare for love coming your way. Seven of Swords, first of all, is this fear of liars, cheaters, deceitful people. Because when we have that fear, what do? We draw those lower vibrational type of relationships in that are going to give us what we're focusing on. So if we have these fears of cheaters, cheaters, I don't want a cheater, I don't want a cheater, we're putting in an order in for cheaters and deceivers and liars. So one of the things is be aware of where your focus is on your fears and your thoughts, and go in there and transform and just realize, you know, that when first of all, don't cheat on yourself with other people. That's my experience when I had unfaithful people in my relationship experiences, was because I was, instead of looking to myself for my self-worth and my self-love, I was looking out here for myself self-love and self-worth. So I was basically cheating on my higher self with all these people that I was in relationships with. When you realize, oh wow, so I can find this solid sense of self worth, self love here, then I don't have to worry about cheaters, because that means they're just showing me who they are, not anything about me. And that's what frees us from that. So really looking into that way of looking at it can set you free from those fears and not attract that in with your energy. The other thing with the Eight of Cups is this is about leaving behind emotions and relationships that don't serve you anymore. And in a way, it creates like this, you're building up your emotional bank to be able to spend it on someone, right? And when we have a lot of emotions that are pushed down below the surface, which we all do growing up, we have a bunch. And it takes energy to keep things suppressed, like a beach ball or a volleyball or something underwater, right? Because as soon as you let go, it goes, pff. So it takes energy to hold it down. And so when we allow ourselves to transform and feel and move these emotions, all that energy we were using to suppress and hold things down, we get that back, goes into the emotion bank. And then those relationships, we take like an inventory of all the emotional energy we're investing in relationships, and we realize, wow, in this one, I give 90% all the time. They only give 10. Relationships fluctuate, right? Sometimes we can give a lot, and then other times we can't, and they do. That's healthy. That's a give and take. But this is the ones where it's consistently 90% of the time, 80% of the time, 70% of the time, I'm giving all that, and they're only giving 10, 20, 30%. And those you can look at and go, you know what? Some of them I'm just going to back off to 50%, and I get that extra energy back to go into my emotional bank, and see what happens. If they don't make up the other, then the relationship will drift apart. Then you get the full 50, the other 50% too. Others, you're like, no, that one's gone, that one's gone. I want all that energy back. You're realizing it, and it's all preparation for love that's coming, because you're doing all that so that you have it already, cashed up to be able to invest in it. Because it basically says that right now you have so much emotional energy that's being invested holding things down in other people. Could be family, friends, exes, co-workers, whoever. It's like, I'm going to take this emotional energy back, and I'm going to stop investing in all that and invest in me and my bank for the love that's coming. So I like that for you. And that's what they have for you, Xanadu. So, for right now, so many blessings to you. Enjoy that adventure. And then Ateshi Singh. Hello, hello, my dear. Let me just move some more of these over. And happy holidays to you too. How will your holiday break go in the physical world? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your physical adventure? All right. Wow. So I like that these two came out together. You got the 10 of Pentacles, the Heart of Pentacles. This is the outside world, Pentacles. So birthing, abundance, fullness. It feels like you're going to have a very busy, full, overflowing holiday break. So feels like there's a lot of that going on here. These other two cards came out too. Um, so I'm going to give them to you. The Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So there's a lot of emotional choice, a lot of energetic choice. And this just says that um, with all of this abundance that's available for you during this holiday, you're going to have like a minimum amount of abundance that's going to come in no matter what. But based on your emotional choice, based on your energetic choice, whatever you focus on, whatever you are choosing emotionally, all those things are what are going to be expanded and come in. So it's up to you, the boomness of it all. 10 of Pentacles and Two of Cups, that is relationship kind of energy. It doesn't necessarily need to mean romantic, but it can mean that you do meet someone. But it also can mean best friend. It could mean reconnecting with family you haven't talked to in a long time. It's a relationship oriented energy, so it feels like a lot of catching up, and I feel like that's a lot of fullness of life is people are like, "Oh, you're back. Hey, 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 we want your time and attention." And I'm surprised they won't throw a parade for you, but it's a very big welcome I feel for you during that period. So I like that for you, Teshi. So that's what they have for you right now. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Dara, easy breezy. I love that. Could you get a general reading for what's coming to you soon? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. So, what is coming to you soon? Coming to you soon, 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 soon. All right, we got that one. And actually, I want I think it's that one or that one. And then they said, and. So it's that one and that one. Ah, makes total sense. All right. So, you have a lot of learning, a lot of expansiveness, a lot of clarity that comes in. Now it comes in disguise. I like how they had that happen first because you got drama, drama, energy, conflict, disappointments, a lot of it's a lot of drama that's happening around you, has been happening around you, I feel, and it continues to rage at its normal, firestorm that's going on out there. I do feel like you're in the eye of it, like you're in the middle of the um so you're not being burnt by it all, but you're realizing a lot and you're observing a lot. And it kind of reminds me of the second Saturn return where the first time Saturn returns to where it's in our birth chart, 5 years before, 5 years after. It's usually 28, 29 years is when it hits, but 3 to 5 years before, 3 to 5 years after. Can be any of that. We get our rattle, our cage is shaking, the rattling of our cage of thought and belief and mindset. When we come back around again, we don't experience it directly. We see it happen in the outside world. We learn through other people's drama, their adventures. And that's the kind of energy that's coming in here, whether it's your second Saturn return or not. This phase of your life feels like it. And it's like, wow, there's this learning and growth that you can glean from all this. And we learn not to stick our nose in other people's situations and their drama because we get burnt or we get hit or, stuck with the swords in their fencing match and go, you know what? I can stay back here and learn and glean and, again, manage my relationships with individual people, but all their drama with each other, none of my business. I'm just going to focus in on my front door, sweeping in front of my own door and learning a lot. And I feel like this is what they are telling you here is that a lot of awareness, and as you learn, it's like the classrooms or the play that's been putting on for your benefit. The drama becomes less and less and less and less because you're learning so much about who you are and what your choices are, and that you don't have to be responsible for everyone else's. So I like this for you. It is very much more easy breezy for you with that. So I like that. And that's what they want you to know right now, Dar. So many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, Needy Sarvaya. Hello, hello. So, a general reading. Absolutely. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? So, they want that one. Okay. I do want that one. That's kind of a bonus. I think that's something else. So, these two are related. This is something else here. All right. We are talking here with the Four of Pentacles about abundance, about the outside world, about security and stability in the outside world, also about home. And the Two of Wands, with all this combined, one tells me, the more we focus on gratitude for what we do have, the more we open up and are on that energetic level that aligns with receiving more from the outside world. There is this energy of home that's going on here. I'm not sure if you're looking at changing home or wanting to change home or wanting to change something within the home. But this is all about the energy. The more we focus on gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for what we do have, what I've loved about where I live, the more that energy matches it, or a home is brought to us if we're looking at changing home. And so, focusing on where am I investing in my energy? What am I focusing on each moment? The most that I focus on is what I draw to me. So if I spend 1% on that, 99% on lower vibration, I'm going to draw in lower vibration, right? If I'm focusing 20 and 80, I still draw in more of that. So the more we focus on higher vibration, gratitude, unconditional love, joy, laughter, peace, whoops, the more we draw in things or knock around webcams and stuff. Yeah, and then here's Ace of Pentacles. So there is a new opportunity that opens up and comes your way here. So it is up to you. Your energy can bring in new opportunities, and a new way of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world too. But you do have a great ability by how much gratitude you have, sincere gratitude. We can't fool energy. We can't be like, oh, I'm so grateful, when inside I'm like, I sure hope I get more. I hope I get more. We're focusing on more. We're not grateful. We're lacking, right? And so we draw in more lack, sincerely going, I am so grateful for what I have because wow, right? Boom, here comes more, right? So that's what they want you to know right now, Needy. Hopefully that's helpful, and many blessings to you. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly, we've got Linda Napora. Hello, hello. So how will your finances be over the next 3 months? All right. So what over the next 3 months? All right. Yep. So I do see here that um, we have a lot of fear around finances that's coming through with this Nine of Swords, which understandable in our present human life. I get it. You're definitely not alone. The Five of Pentacles is our belief in lack, of falling short, of not having enough, being left behind, even abandonment. And so all this fear of lack, fear of not having enough is what they want to bring in here, because how your finances will be in the next 3 months is totally up to you, which it always has been, always will be, right? In fact, here's from the reading I just did, which was around finances a bit. We got the Four Pentacles, which is about a solid foundation of pentacles in the outside world can also lead to stagnation. But so let's talk about it just real quick here. We won't spend hours on it. Don't worry. But so if I fear I'm not going to have enough, then what my energy says is I enjoy fearing not having enough. So that will push abundance and money and finances away from me because my energy, whatever my energy is pointed at, it's drawing more of that in. And so if I'm like, I want more, I need more, I'm afraid I'm not going to have more, I hate this, I hate that, I draw all that stuff that matches that energy. And the needing, the wanting, not the having. Having is a different energy than wanting and needing. So we can ask Creator and go, I would like to have more abundance. And we can ask once, they don't forget. And then the rest of the time, we just focus on gratitude and thanking them for this, this abundance I have, this thing I have, this thing that you bring me, this thing you provide me. Because the more we focus on that, the more it opens up our ability to receive more things that match that energy, and it opens up our ability to receive. We become a chalice instead of a closed off, no, no, I can only have this much, don't give me more than that. That's the beliefs in lack, right? This is all that they can give us. But if I'm like opening up and going, baby, I'll take whatever you can give me, Lord, then and that's that gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the more that it flows in, the more gratitude, the more. And so there's a big change that happens with all of that, with our focus of our energy. So you have such a great ability to have floodgates open up in so many different ways. Sometimes it doesn't even show up the way you think it does. Um, like my host here, she's one of my best friends, and out of the blue, I was looking at where I was going to move to next and what kind of jobs I was going to have to do to try to sustain myself while I tried to live my dream. And he was like, "Hey, I bought a house and there's a whole basement. Why don't you come and live here? You have a message to give. Won't you live here for free?" And I'm like, "What?" You know, just the savings and rent and, you know, cable and utilities and all that. Um, it's like, wow. And you would think, well, I need to have this much money for it, but if we tell the universe they have to do it this way, we limit it. But if we're like, I trust you that you're going to bring me the perfect situations and abundance in the perfect way in the perfect timing. And we develop that trust. This is the Five of Pentacles too, is we learn that it's not humans that bring us our sustenance. That's where we learn abandonment, right? Because when a human feels unsafe and out of control, it will go into self preservation mode and pull back everything and abandon us to go, mine, no, I need it for me to live. Whereas Creator, they're the ones that truly bring us what we need in each moment. And they don't go into fear. They don't have any ulterior motives. They're source. They have endless resources, they have plenty extra, and they don't just give us bread and water either. Like, this is what you need. They don't bring us everything our ego wants, but they bring us what we need and a little above and beyond to enjoy life. And they'll bring it through and send it through delivery companies of humans, right? They'll be the deliverer. But when we realize it's you that has always brought me everything I've needed in each moment, and here I am, in my mid to late 50s, and you've never let me down. I'm so grateful. And then we build this trusting relationship with spirit, with creator. And then we start having gratitude, and then more just comes in, more just comes in. Here comes this gift. Here comes this gift. Here comes this money. Here comes this coupon. Here comes this buy one, get one free. We're like all in so many different ways that we're like, what? wow, or someone going, "Oh God, I don't need this. Do you want this?" I'm like, "I've been wanting one of these forever." "Oh, have it, please. God, I can't stand it. I don't want it." And you're like, "It's a treasure." And so it's amazing how many things come our way when we just open up and become that chalice and go, "Help me in whatever way we can do that." So that's when they're saying the finances for the next 3 months, all dependent upon what we're focusing on, and it's all in your hands, which is where we want it. We don't want it in someone else's hands, but we take ownership of it and we start changing things. So I love that. So hopefully that helps, Linda. That's what they have for you, my dear, and whoever else that was for. So many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. And I will be back next Friday for more free readings. We got one more weekend left in 2024. Can you believe it? Also, I'm not sure. Did I put it in the description box of the video? Do I have my. Well, we do have the quarterly solstice. And if you look at my main page, we've got 2025 energy forecasts and also the solstice readings are in my playlist. So if you're want some more messages and get some what's coming in next year, be sure to check those out. And until then, if I don't talk to you guys, have a very, very happy holiday. And we'll see you when we see you. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.